Good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Houston Roundball Review presents Let's Talk Houston Rockets. I am, of course, KG Kris Gardner, owner of the Houston Roundball Review, co-founder. Made my partner Brian Watson rest in peace from about going on 30 years now, but I'm still keeping this dream alive. Let's talk some Rockets. This may not be very long discussion here this Friday night here in H-Town or Saturday morning in New Zealand. Terry, shout out. But I just want your thoughts on the Rockets bringing back Fred, Aaron Holiday, Uncle Jeff, and Jae'Sean Tate. How you doing, Justin? Got a new? Was it this a new account? Are you going with your hashtag? What's that up? What's that about? I'm noticing thing a little different there. Good evening to you, brother. But as you all know, discussed it about Fred early in the week and also mentioned it Thursday on the Houston Roundball Review Takeover at noon on Thursday on the Houston Roundball Review and also on Roku via the BS3 network. In a deal beneficial to both parties, Houston Rockets guard Fred VanVleet intends to sign a 2-year, $50 million contract to stay with the Rockets with a player option for next summer. The Rockets are declining VanVleet's $44.9 million team option for the 25-26 season. VanVleet's new deal gives the Rockets access to the full non-taxpayer mid-level exception at $14.1 million and gives him the opportunity to enter the 2026 free agency market where there will be more salary cap space for teams. And the cap goes up. The media rights deal kicks in, more money, more teams will have space next summer. So that's why I say it's beneficial to Fred also. But today, Friday, the Rockets are expected to decline Aaron Holiday's $4.9 million option and re-sign him to a new deal, as well as give new contracts to Jeff Green and Jae'Sean Tate. A source told the Houston Chronicle's Daniel Lerner, one of my colleagues. Although exact contract terms were unclear as of Friday, a source said that the Rockets still expect to have, this is what I said moments ago, the access the NBA's full mid-level exception, the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, projected to be $14.1 million when free agency begins next week. I'm kind of with Justin on this. Justin states, I don't understand Ime's fascination with Tate. Locker room person, got to be locker room. That's all I can say. Locker room guy, I guess. He's the longest tenured Rocket. Derek, how are you doing? I think, Derek, you and Justin got the same YouTube treatment, apparently. Because Justin said YouTube changed his account, has his account name number on its own. And Derek, you're looking different as well. Shout out to you. So Derek likes Jae'Sean coming back. Space Age, shout out to you. Space Age degrees. I don't know why Tate is here either. But the Rockets still have the $14.1 million exception. Will that be enough money to get another shooter, i.e., Quentin Grimes? The Sixers are expected, well, it is thought that the Sixers will stay above the cap and re-sign Quentin to make him paid, get him paid. Asleep Art, you got it. You got the treatment too, the YouTube treatment. Okay, this is weird. This is interesting. Huh. All right. Well, new account numbers for members of the LTHR family, new account names, numbers attached to their names. Derek, his logic is solid veterans and Swiss Army knife Tate. Justin says he's heard that they are actively shopping Cam. I have not heard back from his agent, so that might indicate something. um, would also be an indication that if that, Cam's days are numbered here, Ime is just, fed up with Cam and Cam's bad habits, Cam's immaturity. That could be the case. Some Rocket LTHR kinfolk agree with that thought process, while others don't like that thought process. But Quentin Grimes, a Houston Cougar, a member of a Final Four Houston Cougar team, Q's kind of stuck unless the Brooklyn Nets make him a big offer. The Nets are the only NBA team with a lot of cap room. Detroit could have about $16 million. I doubt they'll do all that, necessarily do that, because that will limit them in bringing back some of their veterans. So I doubt they go that route. So Brooklyn is the only team that has all this projected cap space of like $30 million. Other than that, without them making an offer to Quentin Grimes of, say, starting salary of $20 million and force Philly's hand, the other teams, really all they can offer Q is that $14.1 million exception. Philly probably won't blink an eye to match that. So Asleep Art states, not happy about shopping Cam. Give him an opportunity first. Hope they have a plan to replace him, and it's not Tate. But it better not be Jae'Sean Tate. Jae'Sean is not a great three-point shooter. He's a locker room guy. He's a glue guy. That's what he is. And there is a role for a player or two on a team. But you got that already with Jeff Green, Fred, Steven Adams. I mean, Albert, how are you? You got the treatment too? As well, the new change. Nadine, it's not happening. How are you doing? Nadine got the treatment too, apparently. So I guess, did YouTube notify y'all that your names are changing? Your account names are changing with numbers? Because everybody got it, apparently. Malik Beasley's not going anywhere. Nadine, he's not going anywhere. I'll stick with it, said it for a week, unless Detroit gives him a low ball offer. He's not going anywhere. Not happening. Similar kind of situation. Detroit, they can go with a cap and sign him if they want to. He's not going anywhere. Unless they piss him off. And again, if Cade Cunningham says, Trajan, got to bring back Malik Beasley. Got to bring back Malik, and not going anywhere. Solo got the treatment too. I know Ime wants Cam gone. It looks like it. Space Age states Rockets should be upgrading these positions. They're running it back. They're keeping the band together. They should not bring back Jock Landale. I mean, no slight on Jock Landale, but he's not going to play a lot here. He could possibly get a more minutes somewhere else. Yeah. He's another locker room guy. I mean, whatever, I'm surprised the Rockets today, I know they've run out of days to do it, end of June, but they're bringing back all three of them, Aaron Holiday, Jae'Sean Tate, and Uncle Jeff. I could see one of the three, but all three of them? Yeah. Boy. Okay. Deverick states Cam has to mature and buy into the system. Agreed. Not too complicated. How are you doing? He got the bizarre add-ons to his account name too. Cam must have had a verbal altercation with Udoka. Why are the Rockets trying so hard to trade a talented, cheap contract? Yeah, I expected it. Nas Reed going to Detroit, I knew Minnesota was going to give him a whole lot of money, much more money than Detroit could offer him. Good for him. 5 years, 125. Get that money. Get that money. Ariel, how are you doing? Also not a fan of trading Cam Whitmore. Rockets should focus on signing free agent shooting guard, not trading Cam. Solo states, Jock better learn Chinese. Mr. Big Texco, he didn't get the new numbers. I wonder what's up with what have you done? What's so special about your account, Mr. Big Texco? And salute to you for being a part of the discussion tonight. How many centers should the Rockets carry? That's why they don't need to bring Jock Landale. No, let him go. Let him go. A sleep art is good with Holiday and Green. They need to improve on other positions. I can see 2 of the 3, but not all 3. And the odd man out of those 3 for me was Jae'Sean Tate. I think I've said on these shows during the season that I thought Jae'Sean would be gone. I'm shocked. Solo states, if we can get Derek White for Cam, Bill Stone a statue. Oh, also, let me see. The Chronicle, Daniel Lerner reported in the Houston Business Magazine. Rockets news. They haven't not announced it via a press release to the media, but they have a new addition to the organization. Ryan Tanke is the new chief operating officer for the Rockets, coming from Minnesota. Now that Minnesota is under new ownership. Tanke will report to President of Business Operations, Gretchen Shear. He's going to be in charge of bringing money into the organization, basically. His hire is meant to streamline operations. Okay. His responsibilities include tickets, corporate partnerships, and marketing. Okay. But good question here. What should they really get? What could they really get for Cam? His salary is low. Common Malawat, Justin is referring to, will be a Phoenix Sun. Rockets drafted him at 10 and will be part of the KD trade next week. Getting him good for Phoenix. good for Phoenix. Got a big man, a promising big man. Then added it with Mark Williams. So they're trying to improve the defense. So I commend Phoenix for that. Getting Mark Williams, put him back over the second apron. But anyway, whatever. I don't think much of it. I don't. Senior, he got a new name too. This is weird. What is this? Wow. How you doing, Mr. Buble 2623? The chosen one. How are you as well? Says, don't keep Cam mad on the bench. Salute to all of y'all joining the discussion tonight on a Friday night. Are y'all participating in tonight's show before y'all go out and have fun and party? Or y'all old like me and you're in for the night? What is it? Yes, the Pistons did draft. Good evening to you as well. Complicated, yes. The Pistons did draft Chad Lanier. So it is, I think Phoenix did some things smart in the draft, and then they did some dumb things. That's why they're where they are. Hefe, how are you doing? Hefe got the numbers treatment too. Looking forward to the KD press conference as well. Might be some folks wearing burnt orange in the building. Yuck. Ick. Yuck. So Justin, yeah, I've been under the weather a while too, my man. Get well. Take care of yourself. So Justin's staying in. Rest of y'all, it's Friday night. I'm kind of surprised we got this many folks in on the discussion talking about. Is everybody happy that the Rockets are bringing back Fred? Which wasn't a shock. Fred, Rockets turned down the team option. 2 years, $50 million. Second year, his option. Good for Fred. The chosen one doing it right. Sipping an adult drink. Cheers. That's how we do it here. LTHR. Indeed. Not too complicated. I mean, they're gonna have to. It would help Marcus Sasser in Detroit if Dennis Schroeder signed somewhere else. And what was it? Wednesday, Thursday, Sacramento was mentioned with Dennis Schroeder. But if Dennis Schroeder stays in Detroit, which is kind of 50-50, I don't see where Marcus is going to play. You're going to have to beat out Chaz Lanier. That's for sure. I hope he does. But Marcus, he's kind of stuck in terms of playing time. I wish him well. Trying to call him soon. See where his mind is with what's going on. Justin says Fred is back on a team-friendly deal. Indeed. Mr. Big Texaco got Fred on a good deal. Yep. Nadine. Happy we keeping Fred. Nadine, are you in New Zealand? Or you just let me know what time it is in New Zealand before I ask? Because what is that? That is 15 hours. Yeah, 15 hours. How about that if you are in New Zealand? Cool. You and Tony. You and Terry. Cool. Yep. I don't know your age, but you are correct. Streets is dangerous. You can sip here with the family. That's what you can do. That's it. Yep. I'm not shocked the Rockets are entertaining trade offers for Cam. Cam doesn't fit here. I've said that. I've been adamant about that. You know, I don't know if Cam and Ime, like I think complicated, surmised, had a verbal altercation or done something and pissed Ime off. I don't know. But what's a new name? New member to the family, to the Let's Talk Houston Rockets family. Got to be a story behind that name. Smelly garage fluid. Udoka came in the same year they drafted a man in Cam. He had a say in who we took. It's his responsibility to train Cam and teach him defensive rotations. If we trade Cam, it's a poor reflection on Udoka's ability to develop players. Going to disagree a little bit because Cam knows what is expected of him. It's on Cam also to do what is expected of him. And if he doesn't, then that's on Cam. Derek White is a long shot. Rockets going to offer Cam plus picks. Salary won't, sure won't. Especially long term, considering true. Grimes, it sure is. It's a long shot. Quentin Grimes coming here would be like a hometown discount kind of thing. I mean, really. Oh, so Nadine is from New Zealand, y'all. Nickel, Alexander Walker. I mean, Minnesota got to do something. It's going to be a money crunch up there if he decides to stay. So, yeah, this is what we're doing, basically. Having a Let's Talk Houston Rockets house party. That's what we're doing. So, Nadine, a sleep art, complicated, get you that beverage. Me and the chosen one, and Bublé, join us. Cheers. Wow. A sleep art stating, being honest. Honestly thought Cam would be a better player than Jalen. Why did you think that? Complicated says Cam is better than Jalen. Gary Trent Jr. wouldn't cost as much. Cam is in his own way. I believe that wholeheartedly. I think he's letting the competitor in him get in his way. I do hope he gets another shot this year. I'm trying to make another phone call tomorrow to his agent. Hopefully I get an answer or something that I can use in a conversation with you guys that could be on the record rather than off the record. Hefe, Cam needed to go to a bad team where he was going to play 30 plus minutes. How long will Detroit keep Bickerstaff? A few more years until they max out. Willie Gibson feels the same way you do. Complicated. Ariel says Cam is Jalen Green, but consistent. Interesting. Boy, interesting. Y'all are going this route. Cam is who they hoped Jalen Green was. Cam can finish through contact and has an NBA-ready body at 19. That's rare and shows a potential genetic predisposition to increase muscle protein synthesis. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Wow. Terry, how you doing? New Zealand. Terry and Nadine, New Zealanders. Wow, that's neat. Global. Let's Talk Houston Rockets is global. Terry, what are your thoughts on everybody's joined in? Here's a new name from Turkey. Ooh, another one. New Zealand, Turkey. When will we start to watch the new Rockets? Summer League schedule was announced today by the NBA. I didn't put it together. The Rockets schedule dates, I forgot about it, honestly. So I can put it together for a future show, maybe Sunday's show on Folks Talking Sports. I doubt I'll do a show tomorrow on Saturday, Houston time. But yeah, that's my bad for not putting together Rockets Summer League schedule. Let me see if I can glance at some of it. Let's see here. I put it in the Men's Hoops blog of the Houston Roundball Review. So let me see. Give me a moment real quick and see how the PDF works from the league. Summer League starts in Vegas because there's two other summer leagues, California and Utah, that start before that. And all the NBA Vegas Summer League games will be on ESPN or NBA TV, ESPN family of networks or NBA TV. Rockets Summer League teams, first game will be against the Clippers Summer League team on Friday, July 11th, 9:00 Central on NBA TV. Game 2, complicated. Game 2 for the Rockets Summer League will be Sunday, July 13th, 3 o'clock Central Time on ESPN2 against the Pistons Summer League team. Then the third Rocket Summer League game, Monday, July 14th, 3:30 Central against the Hawks Summer League team, NBA TV. And then the fourth one, 7 o'clock Central Time on Thursday, July 17th against the Portland Trailblazers Summer League team. And that'll be on NBA TV. So 3 of the Rockets, 4, the Summer League Rockets, 4 games, group play kind of thing, will be on NBA TV. The fourth one will be on ESPN2 to showcase Ron Holland of Detroit. Yep, I said it. Ron Holland. That's the only person. Ron Holland. All right, let's see. I do not. Oh, Philippines. Well, I got Turkey, Philippines, New Zealand. Sweet. This is excellent. Much love and appreciation to each of you. Houston Roundball View, global. Know nothing about Cam Matthews, Terry. Nothing. The names y'all have mentioned so far tonight, know nothing about them. Full disclosure. I'm not gonna lie. That is an issue, not an issue. It's part of spending more and more time covering the Houston Cougars. It limits my time on everybody else in college basketball, except for a handful of teams in the Big 12 and things of that sort. So, all right. Juan. Oh, cool. I missed that about Juan. Not surprised. It's one great thing about Coach Kelvin Sampson. He has enough contacts in the NBA that he'll get his guys looks. So excellent. Juan in Utah. Yeah, kind of a rough spot there, though. LJ in Golden State, that wasn't a surprise at all. LJ had a great workout with Golden State. Was very high on them. When he spoke with the media, was him and Juan. Best of luck pressing forward. The pro journey has begun. See, this is it. Ime is the head coach, and general manager Rafael just has the GM title, but we all know who calls the shots, and I think that's more and more apparent. Indeed. Ron Harper. Dylan Harper is, oh, cool. All right. Excellent. You're not wrong here. Bubble, you're not wrong. I don't think Ime was Cam's problem. I think Cam didn't respect playing behind Jalen Green. You're not wrong there. I'll say that. You're not wrong there. TK, how are you doing? Yep, it now begins. Indeed. Terry's bringing this up. Proposed trade, Cam, Jock, and a 27 first-round pick for Herb Jones. I don't know. Yeah. From a Rocket perspective, I like Herb Jones' defense. Okay. Yeah. Yuck. Yep. I'm texting Cody Davis right now. We were joking about Nas Reed, and we know he wasn't going anywhere. But anyway. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's part of it right there. Ooh. Okay on that one. All right. Well. Uh, that's a fair comparison, but again, and I'll be honest, Cam, he lost some points with me when he said publicly, hell, right there in the locker room to us, I don't know what they expect from me, what they want from me. Young fella. And that was after a good game that he had. He doesn't know what they want from him. Don't say that publicly, man. You shot yourself in the foot right there. Justin, you in those internet streets, man. You see stuff and hear stuff that I don't keep up with at all. I know how to hear about dealing in that drama. No, not at all. Oh man. Oh my goodness gracious. But back to Cam. He lost. I mean, he lost a lot of points when he said that to us. Made a public statement that he does not know what the coaches want from him. That's just delusional. Hell, it's a lie. And I just leave it at that. Talented, gifted, physical tools, all those things, yes. But I'll say this, and I won't go into specifics. And I think I've mentioned it here on one of these previous LTHR shows. A colleague told me before a game, before a Rockets home game, Cam did something and they were like, yeah, he's done. I'm not going to go into specifics. And like, he did that. Yeah, he's done. He's done. That was it. That was it. Leave it at that. And it is interesting how everybody is supporting Cam and not Jalen. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'll just leave it at that. Hey, Nadine, you might be right. I don't believe it may not be here, though. It may not be with the Rockets, and can change his ways, grow up, be mature, know when to be a good teammate. There's some things you should keep in the locker room and not say publicly, especially when you're only 20 years old and you're not an established veteran. You have not earned your stripes, all those things. So, and complicated. I understand that. A lot of folks were done with Jalen after that video came out too. But we'll see. Cam is talented. Physically, yes. But I'll go back to this also. Cam's personality, immaturity, is wrong for this head coach. Would y'all agree with that? And you could say Ime's old school. You could say Ime's stubborn in his old school ways, good or bad. Ime believes what he believes. And it could be a case when it comes down to it, Ime and Cam just won't ever see eye to eye. That could be it. Period. That could be it. That happens. And if Cam is traded, if someone say when Cam is traded, then it's up to Cam with his new team to prove the Rockets wrong. to prove Ime wrong, to prove the doubters wrong, to prove any haters wrong. But if he doesn't shine and have his mentality match his physical gifts, then he won't be in the league much longer. Will Şengün to KD or KD to Şengün more assists? Şengün to KD. Yeah. Şengün to KD. I know, that's a because that's interesting, because Şengün to KD would mean there are more double teams on Şengün and he's kicking it out to the perimeter and the ball swinging or straight to KD rather than double teaming KD and then dish to Şengün. That's a great question. Let's pin that. Put a pin in that for the season. Let's keep track of that one. That's a great question. Complicated. You bring up a great question. Great statement. Ime should understand second chances. Did Cam do anything worse than he did? That's a fair question. We don't know. I haven't found out. I mean, I do know. Well, I mean, what I was told, what Cam did. Yeah, he's done. I'm not going to go into, specifics here, because no one else confirmed it besides that one colleague. But yeah, that's back to the KD Şengün assist question. KD has been known to feed his big man when he has a good one. Yeah. So yeah, as we do these shows throughout the upcoming season. Oh, final topic for tonight. Nadine ain't lying there. Space Age ain't lying there either. But this is for everybody who missed Thursday's show. But Blade was part of Thursday's show on the Houston Roundball review takeover of the lunch break. Question was brought up. I clipped it, made a video on the Houston Roundball review YouTube channel. If Kevin Durant leads the Rockets to a championship, should the Rockets retire his jersey? Or would KD need to lead the Rockets to more than one championship before you want the Rockets to retire his jersey? How many would it take? Would one be enough for it? Would one suffice for you? I said no, because Les Alexander and the Rockets won too. So what would it take? 2, 3 in a row, back to back? What do you think? Would the Rockets retire his jersey? I mean, period. If KD wins the championship with the Rockets, would I put no? Not over Harden. James did it longer. As much of a headache as James Harden was, and still is apparently, with the Rockets, he was a hell of a man on the court. Got one is enough. Nadine says one is for me, one for her. Complicated says the Rocket standards would have to be low, but it's one chip, man. They have won a chip since '95. I mean, and we're keep in mind we're talking about Tillman Fertitta here. Just saying, it was brought up from a viewer. See, a lot of folks saying. See, Bud Blair was part of Thursday's conversation. He said 2. You said 2 yesterday too, so you're consistent. Salute, brother. So yeah, 25. I mean, it's really a 1-year contract because Fred's going to opt out next summer. So Derrick says 1. A sleep art says 1. The chosen one says would prefer 2. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like I said, James Harden was a pain in the ass. He loved them strip clubs. But on the court, playoff time, the game 7s, you know, he was a hell of a player. I think it's good for Fred because more teams, I mean, the cap's going to go up for everybody. Fred, unless he changes his mentality, he still wants to stay in Houston and stay with the organization. Just gives him a chance to have a bigger payday next summer from the Rockets. Of course, anything is possible. There's going to be more teams with cap space next summer. More good/great teams with cap space next summer. See, Bublé says 2 chips and he's the 3rd best Rocket of all time. A sleep art says with 1, KD would have a 1/3 of their total championships. But last thing, I think everyone would agree that is a great problem to have. That discussion, kicking it around, chopping it up, laughing at it. Hell, why should the Rockets retire Kevin Durant's number? What the hell? And then the fans could say, the other ones could say, because he led them to a championship. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good. Now that you think about it, yeah, maybe. So if KD leads the Rockets to a championship, all y'all gonna be happy. And then, down the line say, yeah, retire his jersey or no, whatever. But you still have that 3rd ring or that 4th banner or, however many it takes. All right, everybody, that'll do it. As always, it is my pleasure spending time with you guys, talking Rockets, talking about your favorite NBA team. Nadine, thank you for letting me know you are from New Zealand. Hope everybody enjoyed their favorite beverage. Some point, I would like y'all to cheers me up in your favorite Houston Roundball review mug. I got the Let's Talk Houston Rockets mug. Get those. Be the first one to buy one of those and enjoy your favorite beverage with me in a Roundball review LTHR mug. Join my colleagues Willie Gibson and Kenitra Pulliams Sunday, 6 p.m. Central on Folks Talking Sports. We'll talk NBA draft, summer league, some college news, more and more sports. Also, little heads up, Saturday morning, I'm going to be a guest on a colleague/mentors show based out of Buffalo, New York. George Radney, the Rad Man, and his crew, The Real Deal Sports Show. I'll post a link to the show in the community tab, post tab on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. 7:15 Central Time, 8:15 in Buffalo. They're going to ask me to talk about KD as a Rocket. So, start of the week talking about KD on 3 shows. Going to end the week talking about KD on another show. So, thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, Justin, I think Kim is still making her book tour rounds, honestly. So tune in to that if you can. But join us Sunday, Justin and everybody else. Complicated, you as well. All of y'all got time. this Sunday, 6 o'clock Central Time for Folks Talking Sports. But wrapping it up, as my man, Not Too Complicated jokes after every show, at the end of every show, but it's all good and it's all love. Since 1994, the Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective. Family all over the world, much love to you. Peace.
Game over.